Good morning from Enniskillen in County Fermanagh, and indeed it's towns like this that sits on the border that may well be hit by some of these rising COVID infection rates, and the executive have rolled out some of their old, I suppose, messaging to try and stop that in its tracks. They've asked those that were working from home during the first lockdown to do so again. They've also brought out the messaging of hand hygiene, wearing masks and social distancing. All of this, of course, is to stop anything really financially bad happening, I suppose, and take the pressure off the NHS. They don't have the furlough levers to pull, they don't have those bounce back loans, and that could cause real problems for them. Also yesterday, the protocol was high again on the agenda, and the Road Hauliers Association was coming to Stormont to talk to them about what was affecting them. The protocol, I suppose, is a bit of a Marmite legislation. You either love it or hate it. The manufacturers quite like it, retailers and pharmaceutical not so much. But nothing moves in Northern Ireland because it is so small. There is only 1.6 to 1.8 million of us here. So an infrastructure with trains and railways is hard to get our goods about. So nothing moves without the road hauliers. And I caught up with one of them yesterday just before they went into a meeting with MLAs.
What we're trying to get across to the MLAs is the take on the current difficulties with the trading between GB and Northern Ireland. We're trying to explain to them the difficulties that we're experiencing and what's coming down the tracks. We see more bureaucracy, more cost, more lost time and greater stress on people that work within the sector. Well, what it was originally, there was free and unfettered trade between GB and Northern Ireland. GB is our biggest marketplace. Now with the trading restrictions through the protocol, that has slowed the logistics chain down. It's costing more money, there's more bureaucracy, and people are leaving the sector because of the increased stress. And that's even with the mitigations and the easements that's currently in place. TSS was set up by the government to help hauliers move product from GB to Northern Ireland. The government has also set up the Movement Assistance Scheme, and it's sponsored by the government, and they're looking at a digital assistance scheme. All those schemes are supported by government currently, and the cost of that isn't being borne by the sector. Whenever the government walks away from those schemes, you will see considerable increase in costs for the sector to try to buy in those services.
Well, you can hear from that, I suppose, that the Hauliers Association are quite amazed that they really haven't been considered or talked to about what is bringing to them what the problems is in and around their industry and how it affects them and ultimately affects the price of goods getting onto our shelves.
Dougie, thank you very much for that.